What's up guys? Welcome back. For today's eye look, I'm using the new Huda Beauty Wild Chameleon palette. I do have one other video on this palette. I'll link it up here for you guys so you guys can check it out. But today I decided to play with this beautiful like purpley blue shade. I don't know exactly what it is, but it's absolutely stunning and I've been drooling over it ever since I saw it. So if you guys want to learn how to get this eye look, then just keep on watching. For this eye look, I am using the Wild Chameleon palette by Huda Beauty. The first thing I'm going to do is prime my lids with the Lancome Tint Idol Ultra Wear Concealer. You can use any concealer. This is just the one I have on hand, so this is why I'm using this one. And I'm going to go ahead and use a P. Louise flat brush. Get a good amount of the concealer. And first get under my eyebrows. And now spreading that concealer all over my lid. I'm going to set that down with my Maybelline Matte and Poreless Translucent Powder. Alright, so the first shade I'm going to use is this deep burgundy shade right there. And I'm taking that on my Jaclyn x e.l.f. J1 brush. I love these brushes. I'm going to tap off the excess. And I'm going to place this shade right on my outer V. And I didn't put on any foundation on just because I did get a bit of fallout when I was doing this look. Now I am going to take this in my crease on the very tip of this brush. I don't know if you guys can tell, but I do have a little bit of fallout right here, but it's not a ton, which is really good for like a shade like this. Now I'm going to take my Morphe M330 brush and I'm going to take this shade up here above that deep burgundy shade. I'm going to mesh these two shades together. And I am going in circular motions as I'm blending this. I mostly do circular motions on the outer edges, like my outer V, windshield wiper motions as I am on top of that deep burgundy shade. And I just keep going in with this shade. Just building up the shade. And with a little bit of that deep burgundy shade from the beginning, I'm gonna go back in and blend out any edges. This look requires a lot of back and forth, so I'm going back in with that second brush to reuse. With that second shade and just blending. I'm going on the outer edges and just fusing it a bit more. Now with my MAC, this is my Morphe M433 brush. Taking this shade right here, the peachy shade, and on one side of this brush, grabbing a little bit of that shade, and now blending out up here. You guys know how much I love a gradient and soft blend. So this is what I'm doing with that peachy shade. Going back in with my Morphe M330 brush, no extra product, further diffusing any harsh areas that I see. I'm going to take that same concealer and with my P. Louise flat brush, take a bit of that product Now I'm gonna go ahead and clean the inner portion of my lid. And like you guys know, I do have a little bit of folding like up here, so I do like to go a little bit past that fold, just so this shade that I'm gonna place down in the portion stands out a little bit more. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use this shade right here, which is the star of the show, and I'm gonna use my pinky. I'm gonna grab a bit of that and tap this on the inner portion of my lid, pressing the shade in as much as possible. And then I'm trying to diffuse it out to that darker shade right here. Remember, no harsh lines. So you want to try and get that shade to blend in with that darker shade. Now this is my Morphe times Madison Beer brush. It came in a collection, it has no name on it. And I'm taking a bit of that shade that we use in our inner corners. And now I'm tapping it right in the corners I can't reach with my pinky. Now I'm gonna go back in with my J1 brush with that deep shade once again. Try to make this as diffused as possible. And blending out these edges right here. Not to toot my own horn, you guys, but look at how beautifully this all blended together. And you would never imagine putting these shades together, but once they are together, they look super duper gorgeous. So as you can tell, I did get a bit of fallout, but that's all right. I can clean it up since I don't have any foundation on. So I'm gonna go ahead and do that, and we'll go ahead and do the lower lash line together. For our lower lash line, I'm gonna go ahead and use my Jaclyn Hill times Morphe JH43 brush. You guys know I love these brushes. For some reason, they're just so good. I believe the specific set, like the ice set, is still available on Morphe brushes. So I'm just grabbing this shade right here. And now what I'm gonna do is stamp this shade close to my lower lashes. Now with my Morphe M455 brush, the pencil brush, I'm gonna use this shade up here. So basically just mimicking what I did on my top lid on my bottom lashes. Now I'm gonna take my Morphe Sweet Oasis brush. It's like a small little blending brush, and I'm gonna take this peach shade on one side of this brush and mesh it all together. Now I'm gonna go in with my Makeup Amara Master Matte Pro Pigment Pencil in the shade Super Black and just line my lower waterline and my top. And then with the other side of this pencil, just slightly smoke this liner out just a little bit. Now I'm gonna go ahead and use my Ilia Limitless Lash Mascara, and I'm gonna apply mascara to my lower lashes. And I did get little black dots on my face, but I am gonna sweep that off once it dries up. For inner corner highlight and brow bone highlight, you guys know I am obsessed with my Jaclyn Cosmetics loose highlighter in the shade Extra. I love using this highlighter just for that reason. It just makes it so beautiful. I don't know, I feel like it just adds a more pizzazz to the eye look. And I'm gonna add this on the very tip of my brow bone. All Alright, and the lashes I did apply are my House of Lashes Iconic Light Lashes. Those are my favorite lashes ever. Alright, you guys, and this completes this eye look. And seeing you guys back out. I hope you guys enjoyed this eye look. Honestly, I'm obsessed with how beautiful all these shades look combined. I didn't think it was gonna look this good, and my blending was immaculate. I'm sorry, I just had to hype myself up a little bit, but it's freaking gorgeous. Everything's so seamless, everything blended together, and all the colors here just work so beautifully together. I can't stop recommending this palette. It's absolutely gorgeous. I will have everything that I used on my face listed in the description box below, so go ahead and check that out if you guys are curious on what I have on my face. Also, are you guys interested in seeing like my favorite makeup so far? I haven't done a favorites video in such a long time, and I feel like I'm overdue for one. There are a couple new products that I'm obsessed with, and I just want to share with you guys. And if you guys usually check my description box, you'll see the same products listed all the time because those are my go-to, my most favorite, like I can't stop using them type of makeup. Would you guys like me to do that for you guys? I mean, if you do, just go ahead and like this video so I know to do one. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you did, go ahead and hit that subscribe button down below, and I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye!